At the start of the film High Rise, Dr. Robert Laing seems in a destroyed, large tower building. He has blood on his body. He's Illumination the dog on fire here. What is heading on here is largely unknown. Then the story is shown from 3 months ago when everything was all right. The High Rise, London's tallest building, is depicted here. This tower is specially designed for people who want a modern living style. The rich live on the top floor of the tower, while the poor live on the ground floor, that is, the richest people on the 40th floor and the lesser rich people on the 39th floor, and everyone lives on their own floor in such a descending order. It has all the facilities of the world, like a swimming pool, gym, supermarket, and school for children. So that they do not have to go out. All these people live in this tower, quite isolated from the rest of the world. Dr. Robert shifts to the building's 25th floor and is delighted to have a good lifestyle. Here they meet in a single mother. She also has a son. They form a strong bond with each other in a remarkably brief period. Furthermore, Dr. Robert befriends documentary filmmaker Richard Wilder. Dr. Robert is a physiology teacher. He is teaching in his class by cutting a human head that one of his students gets faint to see it. This student is sent for a brain scan. Very next day, Dr. Robert is then called to meet Anthony Ryle. The 40th floor, where the richest people live, Ryle has designed this tower. His wife is also shown here, who does not give much importance to anyone. He invites Dr. Robert to come to a party, which she is arranging a few days later. The day of the party comes, and this party is themed on the costume of the 18th century, which means that everyone had to come, dressed in 18th century clothes. This is what happens. But Dr. Robert dresses like his daily routine because he did not know the theme of the party. The appearance of robot's clothes disrupts Royal's wife and the rest of the visitors. Regarding that, his wife and the same learner who slipped in class and fell unconscious had shown him a lot of lack of respect. He is called bad, and he is expelled from the party. After being expelled from the party, he goes to an elevator, but due to an electricity outage, they get stuck in this elevator. Royal have told that there has been electricity load shedding for the last few days. The water flow has ceased, and there is an issue with the garbage pipe not functioning correctly. All such problems are becoming very common. The story goes on. The medical report of Dr. Robert's student who lost consciousness is okay. Nothing happened to him but to get revenge. Doctor convinces him that he has a brain tumor. The doctor says this because his student had insulted Dr. Robert. On the night of the party. Then we see that his student from the 39th floor under the influence of alcohol and commits suicide. Police also come but do not investigate this matter properly. So the doctor's friend, Ricker Wilder, becomes very saddened. He intends to expose and stop the oppression happening in this high-rise building. No one goes out of the high-rise building, and no one comes in. Laws and orders are completely abandoned. Crime becomes very common in high-rise. The food inside the supermarket also starts to decrease, because of which people start fighting among themselves. On the one hand, Royal is suspected of bribing the police. In order to ignore all these disorders. So that the news in this building does not go out. Dr. Robert, on the other hand, is ashamed of what he told his student that he had a brain tumor. The doctor has become quite mentally ill and locks himself in the room. He blames himself and becomes mentally unstable. Wilder plans to kill Royal, who has designed this building. Wilder thinks that Royal has a hand in this whole affair. When he comes forward to kill him, he discovers that he also has a son whom the world does not know. He barely gets to his penthouse and shoots him. Because of this, Royal dies and Wilder is shot by a girl too. That's how 2 deaths happen here. His son is watching all this secretly. There's chaos throughout the tower. People are fighting with each other. Someone is behind food. Someone is behind revenge. People are full of hatred. The poor are killing the rich, and the rich are killing the poor. The story of the movie goes back to where it started. When Dr. Robert is inside the wrecked Major Labor, Dr. Robert appears to be entirely absurd. He has continued to suffer a psychotic break. He's talking to himself, and the story has come to an end. What lesson does this story teach us? What is its explanation? The writer says, where there is state capitalism, there can never be political freedom. This means where one person rules, there is never political freedom. These people do not get the same rights. Hope you liked the movie explanation. If yes, like it.